Yes. Hello and welcome to my new YouTube channel, Soul of a Warrior. And with me I have Cheryl and Gunilla. And during this time we speak, they will talk about what they do and share experiences. And this channel is with women and about women and woman power and a lot more. But the initial thing is that it's just woman, yeah, and all the power we actually have, and it's a lot of power. So hello, ladies.
Hi.
Hi.
Hello there.
Hi. Nice to see you, Soya.
Yeah,
Nice to
it
see you
is.
again. Yeah.
Thank you for doing this in English, Zoya.
No problem. No problem.
Yeah.
So good for me too.
Yeah.
So yeah, I am Gunilla and you are Cheryl. We are a global collaboration of light. That is what we are calling us. We are healers and spiritual alchemists. And yeah, we are powerful women, aren't we, Cheryl?
Oh my God, yes. We're as amazed as anybody else.
Exactly. Yeah. So yeah, where should we begin?
Begin with the meeting, the first meeting.
Yeah, we met. I mean, do you remember when it was? Is it like 5 years ago?
2016.
Yeah, wow. 5 years
Was
ago.
it? Or 15 in a youth hostel in Skåne.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I was already there.
Yeah.
And I was sitting out in the sunshine, and this beautiful blonde woman comes toward me. I'm in Sweden, and I start in English to her. Like absolutely no thought I'm in Sweden. You know, I start babbling in English. And it was like,
Yeah.
and we have a photograph of us taken at that time, and it's amazing. I mean, you can see the connection.
Yeah. Yeah, totally instant connection. And we just clicked. And from that day on, we have been best friends, twin flames, because we are so tight, and colleagues. And we do amazing healing work on clients, and we do workshops and everything. And it's just is a fantastic journey that we have been on for this it's 6 years now. Oh my God.
Yeah. And I mean, it's a real gift, and both of us feel that we really only like to work together. We're like two pillars of light that almost always must be together to work on, we call it soul healing, because that's what we're doing. And the difference, but I'm a Reiki master, and both of us have done numerous kinds of energetic work and trainings, but this is so different because we work with our I am presences, and it's direct to source. There's nothing in between, nothing. Where other things go through something to get the healing, but not us. We go direct to source, and we got that in New York City by a crazy way, but that's a whole nother story.
Yes, it is. Oh yeah, wow.
Yeah. So anyway, we've traveled to different places. We've done healings there, Copenhagen, Inverness, Scotland, which you can see on our website, Imperia, Italy, Washington, D.C. We just want to do more and more and more.
Yeah.
So if you're watching this and you want us to come, we'll be glad to.
Yeah. We'll be there. we will come. Sure.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and since you actually work together, I know we have been talking about this already, but it's like also backup, because most of the people who work in this business work alone.
Yeah.
And we talked about this, and you both agreed that it's like a safety net and a safety check for everybody involved.
Yeah, that's correct. Because we are kind of we are so similar, but then at the same hand we are so different. So we kind of emerge into a very powerful module of both galactic and really grounding energies at the same time. So when we are working, it goes kind of back and forth in a flow like this between high galactic energies and then really grounding earthly kind of energies. And when we are two, like we are, working as a couple, as a pair that we are, healing couple, it kind of, we are confirming each other's messages, or what we see and what we know, hear and feel. We are confirming that in each other in every single session we do, right, Sherry?
Yeah,
So,
absolutely. Absolutely. And
Yeah.
and you know, sometimes for us, not sometimes, even all the time, we are completely flabbergasted, if you know that word, like, oh my God, this is completely awesome. What's happening? Because every single client is so different, and wow, what a gift. I mean, there's absolutely nothing that's boring or regular about any of this.
No.
It's the best thing anybody could ever do. It's great. And to do it with your very dearest friend and buddy is wonderful. Wonderful. So, yeah. We're grateful every day.
Yeah, we have such a great time. And as we have seen through the years, that the clients they are having a really good time too, because it doesn't matter if we will get messages about really deep stuff, or releasing blockages of the client that is really maybe painful or whatever. It's always a really loving, caring and funny environment when they come to us. So even though there can be a lot of tears and a lot of sorrow, a lot of grief coming out of the client, it's always funny and cheerful every single time. So yeah, they like that and they feel comfortable with us.
Yeah, and there was a book several years ago called God Loves Fun. I just thought of that when you said that, and it's really true. I mean, it's so much fun, and we really are at the moment having a lot of clients from Toronto, Canada. So we're hoping to travel to that area and lead some workshops and do massive numbers of healings, because we were in Imperia, Italy, and we had 25 clients in 3 days and a workshop.
What a
And
ride.
now we look back at that and we're like, oh my goodness. That was sort of the start of it.
Yeah.
Our massive, numbers that came. And it was so rewarding for both of us, confirming, rewarding, and for the clients. I mean, they wanted us to come back, but the situation hasn't quite improved with that, because none of them speak Swedish and
English.
not many of them spoke English either. So it hasn't been possible as of now. So
We'll see.
wake up, Imperia. We want to come back.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah, and you, Sherry, you are what I call en kärleksinvandrare, love. I don't
Yeah,
know the
I
second
came
word.
to Sweden
You
for
came,
love.
yeah.
Yeah, I did. And probably the most courageous thing I ever did in my life.
Mhm.
It was a swan dive, woo, a knowing swan dive that I landed in the water and then I said, oh my God, what did I do? I left everything behind. My home, my children, but they were all where they needed to be, my job,
Mm.
and I came for a visit. This is the amazing part. For 2 weeks. In the middle, I got awakened every night at 3 o'clock, and a voice said to me, you are staying in Sweden. And I just like accepted it. Every night, you are staying in Sweden. So Anders had a party for me, you know, because I was leaving the next day. And then he took me out to this lovely Greek restaurant. And oh, so sorry you're leaving. Well, guess what? I have something to tell you. I'm not leaving. What? Of course, Gunilla knows him. He accepted it, but was a little bit shocked because I hadn't told him any of this. I wasn't supposed to tell him.
Okay.
And so I had come with 2 bags, that's all. No winter clothes, just a few clothes. My house was in the States, typical house in the States, 10 rooms full of stuff.
Mm.
My daughter had agreed, Mom, if you want me to, I'll pack up your stuff if you should happen to stay. So I took her at her word. Here she was, 21. She got to pack up all the stuff of my life, and I didn't have enough money to go back and help her.
Mm.
And I also knew that if I went back, I'd lose all my focus, that I had to stay here. Because if I went back, I wouldn't come back. It was too hard, way too hard.
Mm.
So yeah, that's it. So I'm here. And then how many years later? I came in 96, September. Gunilla, I met her in 2016 or 17. So, you know, that's 20 years later.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Mm.
Okay, 20. It's 2, double. You and me. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
still with Anders.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah.
Oh, I love you guys.
Yeah.
Mm.
Well, anyway, that's my amazing story. And just about why I'm still speaking English, I've always asked, why is it? Of course, I can speak a little bit of Swedish, always corrected by immigrants, which I find fascinating. And I've always asked, why? Why am I not speaking Swedish? And finally, what felt right to me came that in my language are codes which come out to whoever listens to me. And it's real important that I keep that vibration, because if I'm speaking Swedish, it doesn't come out.
Mm.
So it made sense to me. It felt right. So anyway, thank you for speaking English with us today.
Yeah, and I also know this story now. You talked about this English vibration.
Yes, yes. Yeah. So, and thankfully, Gunilla I don't know Gunilla speaking Swedish.
Mm.
It's so funny. Like she's a different person than the Gunilla I know.
Yeah.
It's so weird.
Yeah. We have been talking about that so many times, me and Sherry. And I have said to her, well, but you don't know me really, my personality, because I tend to talk a little bit slower in English because I am stuttering. So I need to be a little bit careful about my words and everything. So I don't want the flow to disappear. So, because I talk really fast in Swedish. And yesterday I was on a podcast in Swedish. So I sent that podcast to Sherry, and she was like, oh my God, now I understand what you're talking about. You are completely different in English and Swedish. It's like two completely different personalities.
Yeah, really, for real.
So language is really important.
Yeah, it is. It was amazing to me. I don't know that person speaking. I know this person who speaks English with me, which is it feels to me much more relaxed, not so fast. Even when she comes to my home, which you'll see, Zoya, when you come to the celebration, it's such incredible energy there, and it's very relaxing and healing. And Gunilla comes from some stressful work environments to sometimes on the weekends when we're together, and it helps relax her, but she slows down, she speaks English, and then the minute I leave the room, Anders and Gunilla are I come back and then we switch to English.
Yes.
And I mean, it sometimes it feels to me like, oh dear, I'm dominating this because they're speaking English. But then I say, no, they have a choice. They can, like here with Monica, she speaks Swedish and I speak English. And we've always done that.
And
it works fine.
I mean, perfect.
Yeah, it's perfect. And people look at us and they go, huh? Why don't you speak Swedish? Well, just because I don't. I mean, I don't need to explain or defend myself. So, let's see.
It came with a little bit of a message.
Okay. Yeah. I'm scared to touch this computer.
I mean, it was something for me. I don't know.
Yeah.
There was an
updated it
on the Zoom meeting. Yeah. So
anyway.
Yeah, but this is very, very, it is really good for me too, to speak in English, because that kind of forces me to practice on that and really making my voice heard, because I haven't been speaking my truth when I was a kid or a teenager or a young adult, you know. So it's time for me to speak my truth, and this kind of forces me into it. So yeah, it's a good lesson.
Yeah. And after all, as we travel in the world, no matter where we are, English of course is a universal language. So that way we can work, and we usually work in English, both of us. So I don't even think about it that Gunilla's Swedish. I mean, I never think about that. That's why it was such a shock yesterday. Oh, who's that? Oh, that's funny.
Swedish.
Yeah. Oh, and I'm so glad I live here. I really am. I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be, with whom I'm supposed to be.
You never actually regretted the move, no? But I mean, it's
the first Christmas, because I came in September, the first Christmas was completely brutal on my heart with missing my children. I mean, it was awful. And it wasn't anything that Anders and his family were doing, because they did everything to show me a real Swedish Christmas. And it was very kind and very beautiful. And, but I was just heartbroken, and I didn't know how to use the telephone then to get them. I couldn't reach them. And I was sitting in a corner, sort of in tears, moping. But after that, it was okay. I wasn't even particularly upset about the dark winter. except I realize they never tell you it gets dark at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. But anyway, it didn't bother me too much. So, yeah, I've loved living here.
Mm.
So, anyway.
Yeah, and you, so Gunilla,
Yeah.
how about, I'm just thinking about, because I know you have a kind of not stressful job, but you have another job as well. But I mean, you
Yeah.
really started to work with this a lot. So
Yeah.
are your thoughts about the future?
Yeah. I do have a mugglarjobb that brings in the money, so to speak, and that it could be kind of stressful. It is for everyone. It's stressful, but I do more and more healing work with Sherry, of course, and it has been a little bit of a shift inside of me too recently, since I have been part of 2 book projects. First is Eldfödd, and then it's Luftburna, so it's 2 of them, and I will probably write a chapter in maybe 1 or 2 other books too. One of them will be in English, I believe, and the procedure of opening up my heart and my inner thoughts about who I am, what I work with, what kind of gifts I have, that have really been a journey for the last 2 months, actually. It have been excruciating in some way, but really rewarding in another way, because I feel so much stronger now and more powerful, and I'm not shutting up anymore, and I am telling my truth everywhere, and I work in the what do you call that, in the hospital, so I am like the what do you call it, black sheep there. I'm a complete different. I mean, I am a healer. I heal souls, and they are like focusing on healing the physical body, and that's it. And I'm like, ooh, I'm different.
What does that do with you? I mean, going to this work,
Mm-hmm.
and I this is like my thought, but I mean, probably more than half of you are in this other world.
Yeah. That can be really tiring sometimes, because as we have been talking about in another meeting we had, that I am a healer even while I'm not sitting doing sessions. I am always a healer. So I heal my coworkers, I heal every person I'm in contact with. So of course it could be kind of hard being in the real world, so to speak, and work there and see all the patients everywhere, and doctors and nurses and everything, and be part of that. That could be kind of stressful for me, because I heal them without even knowing it.
All the time.
All the time. And it's not like I don't give anything from my own energy, because that is not what I want to do, and that is not the deal I have. I don't give them anything from me, but I am a vessel, a tool for the energy to flow through to them. So it could be stressful because I can sense them and I can feel them and everything. So to cope with that, I am so grateful, and to have the spiritual part of me, because that is my remedy, actually, to do the healings with Sherry. And do healings on myself from time to time if that is necessary. So it's a beautiful tool to have.
Mm.
Yeah,
It is.
she radiates. I mean, you know, part of the job may have been very difficult for her, but I said, wow, when Spirit told me, oh, so you think you're going to get easy people to heal. That's not who needs healing. No. You know, you're going to get some of the toughest people on the planet. And we had somebody, the start of somebody like that about a week and a half ago. Oh my goodness. Whew.
It was a toughie.
Yeah, it was a toughie. And that's what's needed, and that's our job. And we're given all the tools for that, and we can see pretty much direct results either then or eventually with those we come in contact with. So yeah, it's just awesome, and we're very grateful. And I think those are two things that are so important now. If I could just say that forgiveness and gratitude are so crucial in these times of moving forward with who you are to receive all your gifts. Gratitude about everything. Oh, you wake up, oh, I'm breathing. It's another day. The sun is shining. I'm so lucky to be here. I signed up for this. I'm here. I'm present. Wow. It's amazing, really, when you think about it. I'm breathing without even thinking about it. So, and forgiveness, of course, with those that come into our lives that have perhaps hurt us, which led us to our greatest gifts being uncovered and coming out. So anyway, yeah.
It just strikes me when I listen to you, Sherry, that this is such a big part of my reality now, but it didn't used to be. And for most of the people, this is humbug, weird.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And it's so sad because we really need to like focus on the inside, and we are so much more than we learn in school and in out there in society. It's everything is focused on different things, material things, and
on the outside, on the
and prestera. What's the word in English? You need to do things.
Yeah.
Then
Do.
Yeah.
All the time.
Yeah.
Instead of be. Yeah.
Exactly.
I actually have a calligraphy piece which I put on our brand new website, which is so exciting. Our new website is. It's being and doing, and they're connected in the center. It's done in calligraphy on purple paper, and it's so true. Like, which way do you want to turn this today, Sherry? Which way is it balanced? It's really fascinating. So, and we have a friend, a mutual friend, who for years, she's so intuitive, and it would always be outside with everybody else. And just awesome results or things she would say, but never looking inside. And then took it inside, and oh my goodness, you know what she found there, like all of us have. Nobody's different. And so she's busy working on that now.
So it's the inside that is the most important thing to concentrate on and focus on from now on. And I think it's very important if people could just change their mindset a little bit and be a little bit more open to this woo-woo, as they call us. It's like, oh, that is weird, or that is not reality, or that is just fantasies, or blah 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 blah. We have heard it all. And I think it's so important for them to just be a little bit more open-minded and be surprised by the magic that is happening all the time in your life if you just pay attention.
Yeah.
Because the universe are talking to you 24/7,
All
all day long, every second of your life, universe are talking to you.
Yeah.
Are
and
you
we
listening?
miss most of it. Yeah. We have a workshop, or had a workshop, called Enjoy Yourself and Be Surprised by Joy. And it's so true. Like, I mean, we can't imagine not having what we have. It's so rich and exciting. I mean, there's nothing else that's as exciting as this. So
Exactly.
anyway, and we can't understand how others don't enjoy that.
And all of it are in here.
Yeah.
All of
That's-
it. Wherever you go, there it is.
Yeah.
Joy and excitement and the magic and the miracles in your life is in here.
Yeah, exactly.
Dare to open, dare to listen to it, dare to see.
That wasn't in any way meant to judge those who don't open to it. Not in any way. Everybody's on their own path, their own way they wake up or not. And it's just that this way is just amazing. So anyway, that's my take on it, and our take. And we love to travel together. Oh, we do have so much fun. Yeah, with healings and teachings and just being together. So yeah, anyway.
Yeah, but I mean, you don't meet people by coincidence.
No, exactly.
And I think your relationship is like really showing that.
Yeah.
And since you're still with your husbands, I think they must be good partners as well to
They are.
be able to accept that kind of energy between you.
Yeah, they know that we are so important to each other, me and Cherry.
Yeah.
And I mean, yeah, very supportive, both of them. Like they know that we are so close, and nothing can go.
You can't break us up.
Yeah.
No. And they accept it. And that's, that's really kudos to them, because it takes a strong man to understand that. They're not jealous or anything. Why, every time Gunilla goes away, she gets an enormous gift, like to my house, like sometimes a car.
Yeah. Oh yeah, my man is the best in the world. He can surprise me sometimes with different stuff. All of a sudden there is a new car outside, and it's like, oh, where did that come from? So we used to kind of make a joke about that, me and Sherry, like every single time I come to your house, Sherry, something new is waiting for me at home, something shiny, maybe.
Yeah.
It's so funny.
Anders has other gifts.
Yes.
Yeah.
I love that.
But mostly Gunilla comes to me. Mostly I don't go to Gothenburg, because in the beginning, most of our clients came through the Stockholm area or my contacts, because I had run some sharing groups on weekends for several years. So I had a whole list of people. But then gradually, as we went to Gothenburg and taught, we got more and more and more connections there. So of course, our dream is to travel, teach, and heal universally. So anybody out there who's listening, we'd love to come to your area. Yeah. So.
Yeah, during a few moments ago, I was thinking of like native people and about the things we were talking about, and I mean, we have still people who actually are connected still, and I mean all over the world, and they always been kind of separated and vad säger man, förstört. Yeah, people from other places came and kind of ruined.
Yes.
So it's,
Exactly.
yeah, so what I was thinking about, like connecting it, that it's the time now to bring it all together and take it back.
It is.
Gather the tribe.
Yeah, because it's for everybody. It's for everybody. But we are kind
Every
of,
person.
yeah, the time we grew up in is it's not the first thing we got. If you don't have like parents who are very, very, very into it. I mean, I didn't get this.
No, me neither.
No, me either.
Exactly. So yeah, that's a journey. And I love to see actually the tribe gatherings going on. And one can see that on the social media mostly, of course, that people are finding each other, finding kind of new friends out there that have the same kind of spiritual journey as they have and everything. I love that, to see that we are gathering now.
We feel like we're building communities.
Yeah, we are.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I believe that's what the next times are definitely about. Connecting and groups, connection, it's so important.
Yeah.
So it'll be how the world works in a new way. We hope. Yeah.
You two are a big part of it. I mean, that's your work to heal.
Yeah.
Feels like it.
Yeah, that's true.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, and we take our work very seriously, and love to do it.
And have so much fun.
Yeah. Yes, we do.
Yeah.
There's a lot of laughter.
Yeah. Yeah. But that only opens the heart. So yeah. And the love in the heart is absolutely unimaginable. It's endless how big it can get. So yeah, there's always more. But it's also very important now in these times to stay grounded. Very important. So yeah, because otherwise the energy just can fly off and not be present. So you have to be present here in the now. So anyway, both of us look forward to seeing you at the ceremony that we're having at my home on the 20th, on the spring equinox, with a dear friend who's a shaman, and yeah, it'll be fantastic.
Exactly. Oh, I bought myself a stone yesterday, a white stone that I'm going to have to bring with me. So I will put it in the moonlight, cleanse it and everything, and bring it with me next weekend.
Yes, that sounds good. And another stone, two stones. Yeah.
That one is already
taken care of.
Taken care of. Yeah. So yeah, that would be great. I love it's so powerful, those fire ceremonies, really powerful.
Yeah.
For me, it's my first, so, but I can really sense that it will make a change.
It will, and you will see the change. I mean, just a few days or a week after, you will think, wait a second. That happened, and that happened, and that happened, and that happened. And what did I put into the fire? Yeah, that, and that kind of match. You will see it. It's
amazing.
It is amazing.
Yeah. And another part of this particular one, which is a little bit unusual, is the opening of the Palladian energy. So we do a meditation about that, and he and I are talking about it and figuring out timing and, you know, everything else. And that will also be a part of it, which that's why it's a longer ceremony, because last time it was a despacho, a making of a flower, where you put energy into the flower, the actual physical flowers that you make, and then a fire ceremony. And this is that plus the Palladian energy, which will be downloaded. So really looking forward to it.
Mm. And focus on divine feminine, right?
Divine feminine. Yep.
Mm.
Yep. So we're all divine here.
Yeah, and it's so important, and I just want to connect with the things we were that included your husbands, and I just I couldn't like stop thinking about that. Oh, someone might think, oh, now they're talking about men because it should just be about women, but I mean they actually exist. They won't they won't be on this channel, but they exist, and we live, and we need to live in unity with them. And what I found out the last year is that I actually came in contact with the divine and how big it is, and this is my thought and what I believe, and without us women, it wouldn't be anything, because we are the source. We are the source to all life.
Mm.
And it's just so much bigger than you actually think.
Yes.
So I have this thought with this channel also, that to connect to the source, because without us women, there would be no life. And it's not like that simple. I mean, that's, but it's also, I really thought about this, and I don't know if it's true or not, but we are like the source to God.
Mm.
Yeah. And I mean, I heard all these stories about it has been we women who actually like that ruled the world before.
Yeah.
Or they started to rewrite the story.
Mm.
So we grew up with thinking that all the men had the power. But
exactly.
I actually started to question that.
Mm.
I think it's women.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I think it takes both.
For
divine creation, it takes a balance of the male and the female, because the female can't birth without the male.
No.
The male can't birth without the female. It's divine connection.
So, and without, we need to be together in harmony. So that's why I really started to also question all the anger to the man, because we need to take the love back. We need to love everybody, because without them, we can't reproduce.
Reproduce.
Yeah. So it's like they need us, we need them, and we need to live in peace and harmony. But I think we women need to actually take back all the power and realize how powerful we are, and do it med en ödmjukhet.
With heart.
Exactly.
And forgiveness and gratitude. There it is again. Exactly. So, and we all have different journeys, we all have different paths and different gifts, and we're all pieces of a puzzle going together. And everybody's piece is important. Everyone's piece. So it's exciting. Very exciting. Wow.
Now you who watch this, you don't know that because we already did a show, but for some reason it didn't end up at tape. So we needed to do this again. Now I kind of understand why. Yeah.
Exactly. Yep.
So are there like any last words you want to share with us?
Gunilla, do you want to tell them our website in Swedish and the Swedish part, and I can say the English part?
Yeah, we have a website and it's redone, so it's really beautiful and we love it so much. So it's easy to reach at globallight.se, globallight.se.
Yeah, or it doesn't matter, it goes directly to www.globalcollaborationoflight.com. We thought that was a little too long and complicated, so both of them work to get to the same place.
Yeah.
And there you'll find our fabulous new site. Thank you, Marlene, for working with us. And it's in Swedish and English.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you should actually have a session with this two beautiful, fantastic women. And thank you for this moment. And
Thank you very much. It was really fun. Bye.
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 Så.